Hi, welcome to Matt's Garage. Today we're going to do some preventative maintenance on my friend Brian's Bronco to help him finish his 5,000 mile epic journey.
Let's go.
So I'm going to take you way back to season 3, Lone Star Broncos. I'd forgotten the name of the episode. Brian remembered it. So I'd met Brian many years ago, probably in season 1 or 2.
Yeah, season 1.
He'd called me, didn't know anything about a carburetor. And I walked I walked him through it. He just bought this Bronco. He didn't know anything about it. So walked him through it. He got it running. We talked about his strategy. I gave you some great advice that I can't follow, which is just get it done and go enjoy it, right? And it's a 77. It was a total basket case. And if you go back and look at that episode 3.16, Lone Star Broncos, you know, I think I had some photos on there and it was just rotted out completely. So he learned how to weld, he learned carburetors, he learned mechanics, he taught himself all this stuff, finished the Bronco, and he's from deep in Texas, right? We're talking the name of little Wichita Falls.
Yeah, North Texas.
Yeah, North Texas, right? And we're up here in Seattle. And he did Route 66, drove up through California and Oregon, and came and met me up here. First of all, I appreciate you coming up, man.
Thanks, man.
That's super cool. And yesterday, I drove the Bronco. I felt like the steering was a little loose, so we tightened up the steering box a little bit, and you're like immediately,
this is a brand new vehicle steering.
Yeah, safer to drive. I feel like the brakes are a little soft, so we're going to bleed the brakes together, and then get Brian back on the road to go on his epic adventure of 5,000 miles.
5,000 miles round.
And how far are you in right now?
About 3,100. 3,100.
Yeah. So the thing I love about this is so many of us are building our Broncos to be pretty and perfect and Instagram worthy. Brian's is not that, but Brian's is driving around seeing America, and I have a ton of respect. It makes me feel stupid, actually. So I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's get this thing in the shop and bleed some brakes. Oh, it's a heavy hood, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
More than normal?
Yeah. It feels heavy. Huh. I wonder if it's the rhino lining.
Well, it's just, you know, that company Duraback that I told you.
Oh, the Duraback, yeah. I wonder if it adds it.
So it's not that.
It looks pretty stock, but it's not the 77-302. It's a 289 from.
The numbers say 66-289.
Yeah, 66-289. But it doesn't matter. It seems pretty healthy. It does consume some oil. Brian and I were talking about options for, you know, taking it apart and re-ringing it and maybe just doing the bearings and stuff and giving it a refresh. But it obviously runs well enough to get them here from Texas. So for those of you who don't know, most people know, but on the steering gear, there's an adjuster nut. You have to be very careful with that nut on top of the steering gear. But we basically adjusted it about 3/4 turn total, not even, a little more than a half turn, and that really tightened up the steering. So today we're gonna be focusing on the brakes, so I'm gonna get dirty while Brian pumps his foot. All right, we're gonna take some of this fluid out. If you look at this, it's deep black. It's like, looks like Coke almost. It's darker than the stuff I pulled out of the Cougar, so I think, even though this is a new master cylinder for you, I think, you know, through the cycling, it's just been going through these old, this is just a guess, I don't know, but it's been going through your old lines, you know, and basically getting polluted. So the more you do this, the better off your system will be, I think. So
that's really clear.
Yeah, it should be white. Yeah.
Wow.
Like basically white, maybe like a little tint of yellow. And I just opened this up last week to do the Cougar, so. I mean, you can see the bottom of your brake master cylinder. That's the idea, right? You should be able to see the bottom.
2.
Not that slow. Okay.
Man, it's really stiff.
Okay, go ahead.
And then 3. Oh, there it goes all the way down.
All right. Okay, do it again.
Okay. 3 again?
Yeah, 3 again.
1. Sweet tight there. 2. Still tight. And then 3. All the way down.
Okay. Again, go ahead. All right, let's do it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, all the way down.
Okay. Do it again. It's way cleaner now.
Good. 1,
Good.
2,
Yeah, go ahead.
3. All the way down.
Okay, do it again. This is definitely cleaner than the back. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. All the way down.
And again.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we're good. All right, let's test drive this thing and see how it performs. Where do you drop it from? Right there?
Yeah, there.
Let's roll.
Yeah, man. Oh,
What did it do?
not getting power steering.
Not getting any power steering?
No, it's like, it's so weird. But
All right, roll it back
oh,
back
there
in
it goes now. I was doing it.
Maybe we should put the fluid we took out back in.
Well, I mean, it did it before we.
Let's go check the brakes and
Okay, yeah, let's just try it.
give it a good brake check. Oh man.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah,
That's like totally better.
Yeah.
Before it was getting, yeah, it's like, okay, this is gonna stop, but
Yeah. Brake check. Oh my God, that is so much
you can
better.
feel it's gripping in the front more, right?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, the steering is so much better than yesterday. Holy
Oh yeah, it's
smoke.
crazy. It's awesome.
Oh my God, that is like so different than it was yesterday.
I know, right? That's awesome, man. I think
Yeah.
it's just all that fluid, because there wasn't that much air, was there?
No. Oh, that just feels so much more positive.
Oh yeah, it feels like a new car. Matt's garage. Make your
Yeah.
like a new car.
Yeah, right. A new car.
Well, compared to what it was.
I mean, there's still a little bit of mushiness in it. I mean, it's stopping way better.
Oh yeah, way
But
better.
I'm just wondering did you ever replace the rubber lines that go from the hard line to the axle or okay.
Never.
You might want to consider picking up a new set of those.
Okay.
My guess is that if you haven't replaced them, then they expand too much. So it should be a little stiffer when you start pushing it. Okay. But it's not, and that tells me the only other place there's room for expansion at this point is in those rubber lines.
Okay.
So there's one in the back, and there's 2 in the front, I think. Tom sells the whole kit. Oh man, that is so much better. All right, I'm gonna pull over. We can switch positions, but I'm satisfied with that totally.
On the road, I'd hit the high beams, and all my lights would go out completely. I
Okay.
thought, oh, it's probably a bad switch. So I was at Tom's, and I told him about it. That guy Jason comes out, and he's like, well, it could be. He checked the headlights. He said, it could be different things. And then he said it could be the actual headlight switch itself.
Yeah.
Sometimes those have a deal in there that goes back.
Yeah.
But then he gets under there. He's like, I figured it out. He said, I've seen this before. Where I bolted in that headlight switch, the connector was resting on the plate for the e-brake cable.
Oh.
That little welded plate. Like
Yeah.
And the connector was actually, when you step on it, it would pull it out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then I have to hit it, and it would wiggle itself back in.
I see.
So I pulled it out. It just clicked it by itself. It was fine.
Oh, I see.
Mounted it lower.
Yeah, okay.
He's like, yep. He said people want to get it up there where they're used to thinking it should be, but that connector hits that little.
Yeah, the hump where the e-brake cable comes in. Oh, good tip.
Just
See?
plate.
See what you learn on the show, man? Thanks, Jason. Tom's Bronco Parts.
Yeah.
Tom's Off-Road. I still can't get used to the name.
Or Tom's Best Parts. They actually, the TBP, they still use it. They call it Tom's Best
no,
Parts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I did that. So that's now I can safely use my headlights.
Awesome.
My high beams.
Okay, good.
Yeah, man.
Good tip for everybody out there. All right, man. Let's load you up.
Okay.
This was great. I honestly, I really felt anxious about, because I drove it yesterday. I'm like, dude, we got to do some work on this thing. Going over Colorado, over the Rockies, and now you can stop and steer, which kind of is important.
Important, yeah.
So, all right, cool. All right, well, Dude, I'm so happy you came. I mean, he drove a long way to see me, man. He put a lot of miles on the Bronco.
Yeah,
so
man. Thanks, buddy.
Leaving it better than we found it.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
Thanks, man.
All right.
See you next time on Matt's Garage.